on
It's a bit
Facebook.
of a conundrum to me, though, especially all the kind of, environmental stuff. Because, like, in the last 20, 30 years, culturally, we've been banging on about this stuff. But culturally also, we've done some bloody stupid things by way of using things at a much higher rate, like plastics and oils, fossil fuels.
There's more packaging around now than
there definitely
ever
is.
was.
I mean, an example that I can give off the top of my head is milk bottles in the UK. So when I was a kid, we had the milkman. He put the milk bottles on the doorstep. When we'd finished them, we put them back on the doorstep. He came and picked them up. It was recycling.
Yeah, and he had an electric truck.
Yeah. Now we go to a supermarket and every time we want some milk, we get a new carton that's been, made.
Yeah.
And then we throw it away.
Yeah.
And it's just,
recycle
it. But then we shouldn't
recycle
it.
We should
We should just
it.
reuse it, yeah. And I remember a few years ago now, I did see in one of the big supermarkets in the UK that they tried to get people to take their own containers in to buy the milk. Like they had the big vats of milk where you could actually just fill a container up. Mm-hmm. But it never caught on, unfortunately, and I really did think it was a good idea.
To bring your container, like the bags issue.
Yeah.
Like now, we have to pay 5p for a bag. It used to be free before.
Which is a good idea, I think, and it has stopped the level of bag usage.
If you pay 10p, you can get a more robust bag.
Yeah, but the trouble is with that is I have several robust bags in the cupboard that every time I go to the shop, I forget.
Yeah,
they're still in the cupboard, and then I just think, it's not really working for me.
If they charge more than 5p, you'd start to worry about it, but it's like, hey, who cares, it's 5p.
Yeah. Maybe they should then.
Well, I mean, that's why they started charging for it in the first
place. If it was like 50p or something, or £1, I guarantee plastic bag usage would be 0. They'd never have to make them again. But the packaging on food is something that really bugs me. As environmentally conscious as culture claims to be now, it's a disgrace when you go to the supermarket. And I just look at some of the produce and I go, why the hell has that got like a plastic vacuum wrap on it and then a cardboard box? And sometimes that even got plastic on it as well. And I just think it is so wasteful.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's got worse.
One of the principles of capitalism is that if you have competition, it drives the price down, and this is kind of the reason I think that we justify having multiple brands of the exact same product.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and therefore, because we've got multiple brands of the exact same product, they've all got to have their packaging to try and attract you. And so, like, if you're going to take on the packaging industry, you have to take on the idea that, the idea of competition, really. Because if you imagine a shop without a supermarket which had only food without any packaging, there wouldn't be any competition. There might be competition between hobnobs and
there would, because
custard creams.
I actually think the food companies wouldn't rely on the packaging to sell their product. They'd have to rely on how good a quality that product actually was. Because I've got to be honest, some of the big name brands are rubbish,
But why do they stencil the word digestives on digestives? Yeah. I'm sorry I'm on about biscuits. I'm just like...
This is M's forte. Biscuits.
Yeah. Well, it's just I think about biscuits. So yeah, like you could actually write the logo stencil the logo on the product. Not stencil, emboss. Because they emboss bourbons and digestives. Why not emboss, say, a piece of chicken?
You could do. It'd be like branding, wouldn't it?
You could give it a tattoo.
Yeah, you could give it a brand, like a branding, like a hot iron branding on the side of the chicken. Yeah.
I don't know if that would make me more or less likely to buy it.
Yeah. I think they'd have to rely on the quality of the product itself to sell it, which would not be a bad thing. We might actually think if we abolish packaging, we might actually find that actually the product quality gets better. And a lot of the times it needs to, because it's quite disgusting sometimes. I don't know how these companies get away with it.
Yeah.
Are we done?
I guess so.
After that rant? That wasn't really a talk about taboo, was it?
Well, we started on taboo.
Yeah.
And then we flowed through onto the packaging industry. So
covering environmental issues.
Yes, in between.
Briefly.
Covering many things in between. So, I think I might start naming the videos after the starting point and the ending point.
You should just put the main topics that come up.
No, I can't do that because so many come up.
Yeah.
I've tried that already. I think I'll just use the start topic and the end topic. Because they're bound to be really different and oddly opposed to one another. It's like, what's this one going to be? It's going to be like, I don't know, taboo packaging. I don't know.
The taboo of packaging.
Taboo supermarket. Anyway, until next time, we hope you have a lovely life. And do not die in between this and the next video.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye.